Welsh singer-songwriter Bonnie Tyler has died at the age of 75. A statement from her family said she unexpectedly passed away last night in hospital in Portugal, where she was.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
Picture the scene. It's a summer's night. Everyone is sat around a campfire. And then, the story begins.
She felt a rush of air go past her, but when she looked up, there was nobody there.
6 years later, I'm still
cute. Take a photo. The road to hell climb. I had a big climb straight out of the car park up Park Road in Denver. A little bit of a downhill here. But compared to Horseshoe Pass, from what I can see, the road to hell isn't quite as long. But it's got some sections in the red. And it's already 30 degrees. So I'm expecting quite a challenge here today. But let's face it, the Peak District cyclist is used to hills. But how much is in the tank from last night's ride? I didn't get back till 9 PM. Shower, bite to eat and bed. Gonna be a hilly one today. I'm pushing out a comfortable 330 watts. This isn't even the proper climb, so I'm taking my sweet ass time. Let's get a podcast on, talk about England, Norway, switch my mind off. Join me for today's ride. And as always, you will get an unedited, warts and all, POV video at the end of this ride. With me getting stressed, cursing at traffic, coughing my lungs up, no editing. It's a lot of loose gravel. You feel like it's one of them roads where a lot of energy is wasted. Now this has got smoother tarmac. Straight away, so much easier. If you wonder what that whirring is, that's the Miler X20. Oh my. Yep, this is a climb. This is definitely a climb. It will be another Climb Pro. Climb ticked off. I've only done about 2 miles and I've had 2 Climb Pro. No time to ease into today's ride. Straight into a climb out of the car park. It was alright that. A little bit punchy but doable. Nearly done. According to the Climb Pro, must level off. Here we go. Whew. Actually, that was 3. Number 3. How many have I got today? 4, I think. Oh, it's 3 next. 2 down, 2 to go, sorry. And it looks like the next one's the hardest. So I'll probably stop before that, have a quick gel. Shit. Yeah, it's not the best road surface at all. It's a good job I dial in my PSI not to be too hard. I've got 55 PSI front, 58 rear. Has a little bit of give to it, but TPUs give you a bit of snapback. Can't recommend TPU. If you get the good ones, by the way, make sure you get the metal valve ones. Less chance of them delaminating. Look at these views. I can see Snowdon in the distance. Warts and all, I told you. You could swallow the fly. Got headwind here now, I can feel it, because this is flat. Yeah. Do you know when you're on a flat and you feel like you're cycling through treacle? Headwind. You can always tell because you can hear the wind whistling down your ear. And then if it goes silent, usually means the wind's behind you. And you're normally fine, you look down and you're doing 20 miles an hour for less effort than I'm doing 16 now. I feel like I've cycled down a lane like this before. You cycle enough miles, sometimes you get deja vu, and you're like, well, I know I've never been here before. But you can look at the layout of the road and the greenery either side and think, yeah, I've done something like this before. And that level of experience usually tells you what sort of speeds to go, what lines to take, if to hold back. My word, don't trust this road surface whatsoever. I'm literally snaking a route through it. Don't want a snap spoke, a buckled wheel, or a flat. So, if it means you're shaving off 0.5 or 1 miles an hour average on your route, I think I'd rather take that than have a mechanical. Right, I've got a big climb coming up. I'm assuming that's the road to Lucifer. To hell and back. You gotta watch me suffer. See if I can keep over somehow towards the shade. towards the bushes. See if it helps slightly. My legs are out of the sun anyway. Any little helps. Not even started on the climb yet, people. What I might do just before the steepest bit is just stop for 30 seconds, have a swig, gather myself. And what happens there is your heart rate comes down. So that 100 yards in, you're only going back up to your baseline that you're currently at. Instead of starting at, say, 140 and shooting straight up to 160. It's not cheating. Technically, you're just stopping for a swig. It's just being smart. Up to now, scenery, good 9 out of 10. Road surfaces. Need I say more? Let's get the temperature on the screen. 28.9. It's 1 o'clock. So that's only going to go up, up, up. And the best thing for me, back in my car in a cooler bag, Joe, when you have a block of ice at the bottom, I've got a bottle of Lucasade, a second bite bottle with electrolytes in, and a chocolate brownie, and then 90-minute drive back to Manchester. All planned. My average speed is low, but it's not a Cheshire road, you know. If I'm going down Cheshire lanes, I'm averaging 18 miles an hour. Have a look at Climb Pro, guys. Have a look at this. Can you see that? Big section in the red. So, I'm not going to smash it now. I'm just whizzing along at 16 miles an hour. Well within my comfort zone. So my daughter, for Father's Day, my eldest daughter, bought me a poster, and it's all of the most iconic cycling climbs in the UK, and it lists them all with the stats, but then you get to scratch them off as you complete them, and then when you scratch it off, it just changes colour. It's still got the same stats underneath. So obviously I've ticked off quite a few in Peak District in Cheshire, like Mocop, the Killer Mile. So on this trip, I get to scratch off 2. Horseshoe Pass and Road to Hell. I was going to do, is it Belky Grows? Not got enough time. But we'll live to fight another day. Ride another day. You all right? Oh, wow. Let's stop here. Best kept village, apparently. Llyn Brinig. Do you know what this reminds me of? If you know it. Bamford Clough. At certain times of year, you might get lee cover and it might be slippy. We're into the red now, into double digits. Need a drink. Stop recording. So, we're about 3/4 through the red part. Looks like it's going to shoot up again. I'm sacrificing the range extender first, which is down to 50%. And then, on my journey home, I can actually plug the range extender into the Marla Energy Hub. I've got a 45 watt power bank, and I can actually top that up to around 50% on the way home, which means I can get home and put it straight away without a recharge. Shit me crackers, this is steep. 18%. It's definitely going to hell. Road. I think this is Llyn Brinig. It's 30 degrees now. To keep moving, keep the e-bike motor cool, the battery, and if you have to stop, stand in the shade. As long as you are moving, the battery, the motor, everything's getting cooled by the breeze. Regardless of the outside temperatures, it could be 40 degrees, but if you're flying along at 20 miles an hour, I'd argue the bike should be fine. Yes, Climb Pro, I am climbing. It's one of them instances where if you cycle on the painted line, it feels like you save 5 watts. Marginal gains. Pouring in sweat here, people. Great views from here, because he's Snowdon. See Snowdon poking up. That's the climb done anyway. So now we get to pick up some speed, cool the bike, the battery and me. Let's undo the zip. Get some air going in. Don't care if it slows me down by a minute percentage. Body temperature's more important. Snap and going quick here. Whoa, slow down. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. Cattle grid. I am not going over that at 35 miles an hour. Unlike yesterday, that was signposted well out. So well done, council. Forest fire, I'll cut them all down. Looks, it reminds me of the Garmin Varia, but this looks more commercial to me. Right, I'll put you back on when we're close. This is a bit boring. Brinig. Sounds very Scottish. Brinig. Welcome to Brinig. Oh, look at this! This tour keeps getting better and better. Let's take a picture. So this is Brinig reservoir. It's definitely man-made. Not seeing any sort of information board, but screams man-made to me. Let's go have a look here. Stop the Garmin. Let's have a look on this information board. Oh, I could have done with an ice cream, that would have been nice. It's a lake. I thought it was a reservoir. Lake. So there's like a man-made mound over there. So that's what made me assume it was a reservoir. So I had a yellow flashing light. I've got to be honest with you. I had a yellow flashing light on my bike. And I was going up a 20% using the range extender in level 3. And don't forget, the X20 got an update for 65 Newton meters and 275 watts of assistance. in 31 degrees heat. Might have gone up. 32.7 now. So it wasn't a red light, it was yellow. So I don't know how. I assumed it would be high temperature. And when I got back near that lake where I could get a phone signal, I managed to get a signal and I Googled it, and my instincts were completely right. Critical motor or battery temperature. So the range extender is only a small set of cells. And now that Marley has upped the power level, that puts higher stresses on a smaller range extender battery. It's only 170, so I'm turning it off now, you see? And now it's going on the internal battery. It says I've got 59-mile range. That's going off my own personal previous rides. It knows my personal usage. The more you ride, the more accurate that number becomes. I think it's mainly downhill for me. Maybe the odd bit of climb, but my internal battery is on 95% because I gave the range extender a bit of a break. And when I switched it back on, after going downhill, cooling it, no issues. And to be honest with you, I'm not concerned. If a battery is able to warn you that it's getting warm, it's probably warning you before it gets to a critical level. And that's a good thing. So I actually applaud that. Right, see you further up the road. Just really. So we're returning towards the big climb that I came up today, Road to Hell, but I'm not actually going back down it. So I've actually made a figure of 8 loop. So I've just checked a map. Other than the odd little kicker, i.e. this one coming up in a minute, I'm going to have a huge section. I've got 10 miles to go. I reckon 8 miles of that is going to be fast downhill. So that should be interesting. It's a lovely breeze. It's 31.7 degrees, but that breeze, yeah, you don't normally like headwinds, but it's beautiful. And actually, I don't know if it's whipping off that lake, but it's actually quite cooling. I know some people don't like discussing this, but I've got a big dollop of chamois butter in my bib shorts with it being such a hot day, and I don't know if you guys are aware, as well as it being anti-friction, anti-chafing, it's anti-bacterial too, so if you've got cycling shorts, get yourself some. Because these climbs have been so steep, maybe 6,000 feet of climbing by the time I get back, between last night's ride and today, when I get home, I've been putting one drop of that Silka Super Secret on each link, just one small drop, rub it in, stick your bike away. Next time you go to ride, oh, and before I do that, obviously I'd wipe it down with a microfiber cloth, back pedal the chain through it, just to remove any road dust. Road's shooting up here now. I think I came from the right here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. See where that van's turning? So I'd be going to the left, I assume. Yep, thought so. I'm thirsty. I've got about 150 ml of water left, but I've got my second bike bottle and some Lucasade and a Ribena in the cooler box in the car. I've only got about 8 miles to go anyway, so I manage. I'm already 2 cups of teas, a cappuccino. Anything else? And some water in my system this morning. There's electrolytes in this bike bottle. I think there's electrolytes in the second bottle too. So yeah, 32 degrees, but no cramping here. It's all you need, guys. Not just fluids. Get your mineral salts. Blooming, that's a sustained climb. That's why, guys, regardless of my VO2 max currently being 55, regardless of the fact that out of saddle I can go up to close to 1,000 watts, but roads like this is why I absolutely love riding the Scott Addict eRide, because people go, it's cheating, right? I'm doing 15 miles an hour, right? I've got about 300 watts for that. The motor gives me assistance, and instead of going up at 8 miles an hour, we're going up at 15. Less time out of the house, less time grinding, wearing away your knees. For me, I just love it. Anyone who says you can't get fit on a high-end e-road bike, talking absolute nonsense. Not the way I ride it. I'm putting out 307 watts. Getting thirsty. I had a gel. I had a Nature Valley protein bar where the dark chocolate had turned to a chocolate melt sauce. Just quickly munched that. Don't throw my wrappers on the floor, wrapped it in a tissue, it's in my back pocket. apparently I've got to do it right, or is it just better? Yeah. So I fully charged the Di2 before this trip. Oh, another lake. Could do with a sign here to tell you, couldn't it? It's not Brinig. Yeah, because Brinig 4 miles away. Fucking pothole, didn't see it. Bastard. Luckily my weight was off the saddles. Just putting my pressure on the pedals. Oh God. I thought all my climbs were finished. It's alright. When you've got an e-road bike with 84% battery, you can afford to use a bit of assist to go along with your fucking power. 450 watts. Wow, that is some view. My lordy lordy. What a treat that is. Look at that, people. This is Snowdonia for you. Oh, not another climb. Fuck's sake. Let's take a bit of speed into it. I might get to the top without any assistance because I carried that much momentum into it. Still not kicked in the motor, I'm doing 16. I did that climb with no assistance. I took that much momentum into it. The lowest I got to was 16 miles an hour. Let's have a swig in me jiggy. Salty. Got a right headwind. It's coming from front left. Tastes salty. How close am I to the... I have to look on the map. How close to the ocean am I? Or is that just my electrolytes in my mouth? So yeah, both of my rides, probably about 6,000 feet of climbing between them. One late last night, finishing at 9 o'clock, and then up this morning and back out. So let's just call it one big, massive Snowdon route, sandwiched in between me having a kip. Got a car approaching, that's all off the Garmin Varia. So I just make sure I keep over. do the long soak when I get home. What I might do is just a quick shower, I guess. I'll have a soak in the morning. Ah, Conway. The borough of Conway. Can't be that far from the ocean then. Thought I could taste salt in the air. Not unless the borough of Conway's huge. But obviously the town of Conway is on the sea. It's like feast for your eyes, you don't know where to look. As a cyclist, you want to watch your road, check your line, but my brain's trying to process the beauty of this place. Just under 6 miles to go. Straight home. Still got that brownie. Got water in my car. Not unless I need a pee. I've got a warning way out off the Garmin. What a device. The little device has got my back. You see? I got that warning way out. And earlier I was taking a wide line. So to have that warning early meant that I could cut straight in over, way out of the way, just in case you've got a numpty driver. I've got less than 4 miles to go. Probably going to get back to my car for about 3. Get my foot down, get back to Manchester for about 4:30, I reckon. Wait before the traffic starts building. Happy days. Happy days. Excuse me. Right, for the first time in the 2 rides, I did start to feel a tiny bit of fatigue. But I have done like 8 or 9 climb pro climbs since last night. Plus all the other little kickers. Plus putting the hammer down on the straights. You know I don't hold back. Just like I'm not now, nearly 30 miles an hour. I'd love to get that average speed close to 16 if possible, which for a super hilly ride is really, really good. If not, I'm currently at 15.8. It's not a shabby average speed for a hilly ride at all. Denbighshire. $15.9. I've got 2.7 miles. If I can get some average speed now, if I could finish on 16, I'd be chuffed to bits. Back on the roller coaster again. Here we go. of a pothole. Just enough time to pull out.
Connect your glasses to the audio watch and first to use more voice assistant features.
It's proper undulating. You get fast ascents, straight into another hill, up, down, up, down. But where's the fun in just cycling Cheshire Flatlands? In fact, it gets boring. I didn't buy this bike for Flatlands, otherwise I might as well just have a normal Scott Addict RC. This is a rocket ship on the flats, and then gives you a boost on the hills. You still got to work very hard yourself though. It's the way the bike's actually set up, with a torque sensor. The way Marla have set it up, if you don't put much effort in, don't give you much. And the more you stamp on the pedals, the more the motor kicks in. So it's like it rewards you. The more you put in, the more of a boost of speed from behind you get. It suits my riding style down to a T. In the winter, I ride my Specialized Turbo Vado SL. That has the SL 1.1 motor, which is a mid-hub, not very strong one either. But that definitely assists your pedalling effort, because it's a mid-hub. Also wears your chain out quicker. But luckily mine's got a heavy-duty e-bike specific chain, and that's also waxed. So no worries about chain wear on that. And yeah, I do check them. Almost finished now, about a mile and a half out. Where's my car? It's down here. I think it was Park Street or Park Road. I want to thank the local council anyway, free parking. Next right. Is this it? Peaks Lane. Then it's a left. Oh, nice bike. Nice ride. Thank you. Thanks for joining me today. It was a lovely, lovely 30-mile loop, 2,500 feet of climbing, probably more actually. I'll have a look. 2,425. Average speed. Come on. I don't need a drink or eat. I'm in charge. I want to know my average speed. 16.2. Thanks for watching. Is there an information plaque? I love information. I'll have to Google it then. Oh my goodness.